Welcome back. Well, U.S. oil prices are surging today, up as much as 10% before retreating slightly. All that as Russia's assault on Ukraine intensifies, and as the IEA agrees to release 60 million barrels of oil from its stockpiles to alleviate tight supply, and as OPEC Plus meets to discuss output. Here with more on how crude oil settled, let's bring in our Yahoo Finance's Jared Blikre. Jared, that IEA release not really halting, supply concerns too much today.
No, in fact, you take the comments, excellent comments of Bob Iacchino just now. The opposite occurred. So when that announcement came out, it was somewhere in the 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern time frame. There was no reaction to the downside. Simply continue the upward trajectory. Market participants saying, yeah, what else don't we know? And in fact, if they have to do this at this late stage, what else could be going on in the market? I don't remember a time when there was really more going on in energy. And as you said, OPEC Plus meets tomorrow. They are scheduled, as they have been for over a year now, to raise production by about 400,000 barrels per day. It's been on autopilot so far, but given the recent dynamics, there might be a call to increase production even more. Of course, we got that 60 million barrel release announcement from the IEA. And as Bob was pointing out, that's only happened 3 other times in history. I want to show a 3-month chart of oil, and you can see this huge spike here. Haven't seen a spike up like that since the very volatile days of the early pandemic. And that was when crude oil hit negative 40. And the days after that, it was just jumping by 25, 50% per day. We're not going to see anything like that, hopefully, in the near term. But I do want to point out, and let me put a 20-year chart here. We're going to have to go back to the highs of 2007 and also 2011, 2012 to see where the next resistance level is. That's coming in at about $115 per barrel. And guess what? That's only about $9 or $10 per barrel higher than the highest price today. So we are right up against that. You push through these barriers right here, these potential resistance points, then it's another short trip to $150 per barrel. And that was the all-time high, just short of that we reached in 2007. So really playing out in the energy markets here. Also want to take a quick look at energy stocks because they are leading the way higher today, or they had been leading the way higher. Kind of a mixed board here. Again, some of the foreign majors not doing as well. You see Shell, Total, BP, they are mired in the red. They have more Russian exposure than the U.S. companies. Chevron, for its investor day, we had the CFO on earlier today. That stock is up about 3%. ExxonMobil in the green for about 0.7%. And kind of a mixed board elsewhere. I will also say that Occidental Petroleum up 8%, but a huge, huge day in the energy market, guys.
A huge day indeed. And how high can it go? That's the question. All right, we'll leave it there. Jared Blikre, thank you so much.